Emiya, Rin, get a fucking room. Just get a fucking room. Seriously, like, get a room. Go to a hotel, 5-star hotel, get a room. Seriously, because half this episode was just Tsundere, Rin. And I enjoyed it. I fucking enjoyed it. Just like, Rin, Emiya, get a room. Damn. Okay. Just like, my god. That progression with the romance, and then Emiya says, like, Tosaka's mine. She is mine. I'm like, bro, Emiya, he's calling that Rin. He's calling that. So, yeah. Sadly, though, I can't really go very in-depth with this review thanks to the copyright strike I got on, Wednesday or Thursday. It was Thursday, Thursday morning. I can't really go deep into this episode, sadly, so I want to try to get to the point and make this, good, but rather short, because like I said, I have a time frame with these videos. So anyways, with this episode of Fate Unlimited Blade Works, we have an episode that is a mix of slice of life and once again setting up for the final battle, the finale of the series, or I guess in one of the finale battles of the series, because right now our group, Lancer, Rin, and Emiya, and whoever the master is of Lancer, which is I think kind of obvious judging by the ending of Season 1, they're going to go fight Castor and take down Castor, and we already know that this was going to happen eventually because both sides were building up their forces, especially with how Castor's building up all these servants helping her out. I mean, it's been a growing force, and we knew Castor would be one of the final battles of the series, and that is what's happening in this episode. Like, that cliffhanger, that's terrible. That cliffhanger is just fucking terrible. Like, why would you end it right there? Like, you see Lancer and Archer charging at each other. You see their blades about to connect, and that little segment ends. That animation, that one sequence, oh my god, that looks so good. But their blades are about to connect, and that little segment ends. And then we go over to Rin and Emiya, and Rin brings up something very interesting. And I theory crafted on this in my first season reviews of Fate. And like I said, I have never read the visual novel, and I've only, watched the 2006 Fate Zero, Fate Khalid, and now I'm watching this series and stuff like that. So I'm kind of not knowing, I don't really know what's going to happen, and to see how, once again, the theories I made with Emiya and Archer, it's starting to make a lot of sense, especially with this episode, because you see it to where Rin brings up the question of, you see this pendant right here? This necklace? Archer gave it to me. Like, he gave it to me and all that. And, like, it seems like Rin has figured out who Archer is. And it goes along with the theories I made a long time ago. And I'm not going to really go back in depth with those theories because I've explained them enough of what I thought about those entire sequences and scenes in Season 1. If you want to check them out for yourself, I have, an entire playlist of Fate if you want to see my theories on Emiya and Archer. But regardless of that, this episode sets up that little plot point and continues to progress, and it seems like Rin has finally discovered who he is. And also, we get to see some awesome slice-of-life comedy going on between Rin and Emiya. And also, we get to find out some ideology of Castor's master. And that took me by surprise. So, he equally thinks good and evil are equal. Like, he thinks each different element, let's say if you're good or evil, they're equal value. I guess you shouldn't really feel bad for your actions. Like, if you do evil, just don't feel bad for your actions. That's kind of the ideology of this dude, Castor's master. And I like getting to see the inside of that, and Archer, how he wanted to find out about what he truly thought. I mean, it's very intriguing how Archer decided to do that. He left his post and just went to go talk to the master, and he's like, okay. He finds out what he thinks about this entire ordeal, and the main goal that Castor's master is trying to do is fulfill her desire, and he wants Castor to be able to go home. That's what he says. Like, this, I guess this is human desire, and he wants to allow Castor to go home. And so we find out the goal right there, which was, a little awesome segment of this episode, getting to see the inner workings of the mind of our opponent of the series. And you still have to wonder, what is Archer really trying to do? What type of actions is he going to take? And, I mean, can Lancer hold off against Archer in general? Because, think about this. I mean, he's just fighting Archer right now. We remember the first fight from Season 1. That was a pretty crazy fight. But if Saber gets added into the mix along with Assassin, it's gonna be fucking bad. That would be very fucking bad. Like, if Saber gets added into it and all that, even Saber alone added into the mix to fight Lancer with Archer, that it would be hard to beat. So Lancer has the odds stacked against him. Can he really win this fight, or can he even survive this fight? Are we about to see another fall of a fellow servant? Now, I do want to see Lancer being a fucking tank, because, like, in the opening song, I've neglected to mention this for some reason, but in the opening song, Lancer's skidding around all that like a freaking tank or something, like a badass tank. I better see a scene like that in the anime. I better see a scene like that, because I do want to see that shit, because it looked fucking epic in the opening song. So, yeah, episode... It's decent. It's a very good episode. Like I said, it sets up a lot of different things going on. Getting to see Gil rip out the heart of Emiya. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. That's that's fucked up. Fucked up. And then Shinji just putting his hand on Gil. Shinji, I'm so surprised Gil hasn't cut off your fucking hand. Like, I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised that his hand hasn't just went flying off. You know, I expected Gil to allow his master to die. I really did. I expected that to happen in this episode. Just the entire sequence with Ren about to shoot him and all that, I thought Gil would have allowed him to die. That's what it looked like, but he didn't. I wonder what type of twisted and sick fucking game Gil's gonna do with Shinji in the future. I'm so interested in finding out what is gonna happen to this poor boy. He's going to get... I sense he's gonna get wrecked pretty hard. I sense that. I sense that so much. So yeah, like I said, I can't really go in depth because, like I said, limitations with the copyright strike I got. But that is the episode. It's very good. Has a lot more things going down besides what I mentioned. But I would give this episode probably an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. It was enjoyable. Tell me your thoughts. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.